Hello KOHA users. Today we're going to look at doing a bulk import of MARC records. These would be a file that you might have received from a book vendor, Scholastic, Permabound, Follett. It may be in a zip file that you would just need to double click to open up and have ready on your desktop to import. So we're going to go ahead and show how to stage and import those records. If we go here to More, Tools, and then we want to stage MARC records for import. So we click on that. Now we want to choose the file. So we've downloaded these. They are on the desktop. It's this one right here. You can see this one is the zip file that I've double clicked to open up, and then it gives me this file. So I click on that one and I say open, and now I've got it right there, and then say upload file. Okay, this is where you may want to put a note in so you remember which file this was. So this was Scholastic, and it was uploaded from Delta Middle School. So we're going to put that in. Here we can keep these the same. These are whether you want to look for matching records and import. We always want to add the items in, so we hit Stage for Import, and we give it a second. Okay, so now we have, it shows there were 67 records and it has 69 items. Sometimes that occurs when you have 2 items attached to one record. We'll see that when we open it up. So now we want to manage them. These are all the books that are in there, so we take a look at that and it looks good. Now we're going to say we're going to import this batch in the catalog. We don't want to look for matching records. If we did, we could replace the other records, but we just want to add incoming records. So we always leave these defaults. Import the batch into the catalog. Give that a minute. Okay, now they're in the catalog. It added 67 records and 63 items. That just meant that we may have already had a duplicate record in there. So if we look at these, now these are all the books that we have. Now we need to get those barcode numbers on them. So the next step is we click on here to go to the Biblio so that we can attach the barcode number. There's a little trick right here. Now I'm an Apple user, so I would use the Control and click. On a PC, I think it's a right click on a mouse. But you want to open this link into a new tab. So now see how it's opened a new tab up here? I come right here, and here is this item right here. But we notice, oh, it looks like on this one, Melissa, the librarian there, has had the barcodes already put on, so the barcode is on there. So normally what we would have to do is just go add the item right here and attach the record and just say new item. But this is from Scholastic. They're already added. Everything is done for us except for one thing. We have to add an item type. We know how important item types are, right? So if we go here to edit item, okay, we have, this is the book right here, and we say edit. And we come down here, and this book is a fiction. We can look right here and tell, and so we change this, and we say fiction. Okay. And now we save it, and that book is done. Now, if we hadn't had the barcodes in there, we could close this tab, come back here, and click on the next one. But luckily, she specified barcodes when she made this order, and they're all ready to go. We just have to go through and do that Control click, open link in new tab, go to the tab, edit the item, and click on edit, and then change this to fiction. Now, if you only have 1 or 2 books, that's an easy way to do it, but we've got 69 here, and so to go all the way through and make all of these the right item type, would take a long time. There is a batch item modification that we can do. Now realize all of these books are already in the library, ready to go. So if we come back up here and go to More and Tools, and then we have Batch Item Modification, and we click on that. Now if we know that this book was all fixed, oops, I'm sorry, I went to the wrong one. We don't want Batch Item Modification, we want to put Set Item Type on copies. So if we say the call number starts with an F, then we want the item type to be a fiction. And then we set that. And so that's just going to grab that call number and tell us all of the books. Now sometimes this takes a little while, so you just have to wait patiently for it. Okay, so now it's all done and it says 58 were set. And we think, well, wait a minute, there were 62 books, I think, in there. So that means that some didn't get sent. Well, we only did fiction. So we would have to go back and look at the other items that we did and take those books and maybe change those one by one, just scan the book and change it. Or if the call number starts, if those books were nonfiction and they started with a 3, call number starts with 3, then the item type would be a nonfiction. And I just picked 3 because I don't know the call numbers of those without having the books or going back to the record. So then I just say set, and there were none that were set. So if we that way we have item types set. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. Try that and see. Thanks for listening, and I hope that helps.